Hello my dear students, welcome back to class. So today we are here with our new chapter number 2, population dynamics. What is population? Population means the number of inhabitants living in one particular place. Okay, the number of inhabitants in terms of human beings living in one particular place is known as population. So let's look over the present scenario of our population. As we know that almost 71 to 72% of our earth is covered by water, and we have left over with only 28 to 29% of land, and human beings inhabit on land. So out of this 29% of land or 28% of land, the population of human beings, 90% of human beings population lives on only the 10% of the land. Is that clear? So out of the total land present on the earth, the only 10% of the land is inhabited with human beings. Is that clear? Now let's talk about the population dynamics. What is population dynamics? As your chapter name is population dynamics. Population dynamics means the change in environment in terms of population and their effect on population. Okay, the change in environment in terms of population and their effect on the population, that we call as population dynamics. Let's look over the definition. So dear students, population dynamics focuses on the changes taking place and their effect on the population. The definition is, population dynamics can be defined as a branch of life sciences that studies the size and age composition of population as dynamical systems and the biological and environmental processes driving them, such as birth and death rates, and by immigration and emigration. Now let's come to the next topic, the distribution of population in the world. So in the world, the population is unevenly distributed. That means it's not same all over the world. There are many reasons related to that. That is maybe because of climate or the relief features. Okay, so throughout the world, the population is not equally distributed. In some places like near to the Bangladesh or near to the Asia, you can see Asian countries have a large number of population, but other continent countries, you see it will have the lesser number of population. So population altogether in the world is unevenly distributed. Our next topic is population trends. What do you mean by population trends? Population trends means the increase or decrease in growth rate of population. Okay, the increase or decrease in the growth rate of population is known as population trends. So population trends tells us about the increase in growth or decrease in growth of the population. There can be increase in growth because of the many factors such as good medical facilities, good sanitization facilities, good hygiene. So these all leads to the population growth. Population is increasing. Now there are many reasons in 17th century. Okay, all of the sudden the population growth increases because of these all good medical facilities and all. Now after 17th century, all of a sudden the population growth was decreasing or declining. Why? Because of this number of reasons. Number one is diseases. The diseases such as the pandemic, now we have a pandemic situation like coronavirus. Okay, COVID-19 is spreading all over the world. So diseases will decrease the population growth. Maybe number of people will be taking birth, number of small babies will be taking birth now, but the number of deaths are also there increasing. So that leads to decline in growth rate of population. Okay, so in previous last 2 centuries, what happened? Diseases like plagues and AIDS spread over the world, which declined the population growth. Other factor is natural disasters such as tsunami, flood, storm, heavy storm. These all leads to the natural disaster leads to the decrease in growth rate of population. And third one is political crisis. What is political crisis? When there is a war conflict between two countries. So whenever there is war, it is damaging to the life and property both. So when number of people are killed during war, so definitely it will be declining rate of growth rate. It will decline the rate of growth rate. And lastly, the China's policy. Like in Asia's one of the highest population is China and India. Almost 60% of the world total population is shared by China and India. Now China has, because of overpopulation, China has made one policy for 35 years that from now the one couple will have only one child. Okay, one couple will have only one child. So likewise they have decreases the growth rate of population. Is that clear? Is that clear, my dear students? Now let's move on to our next topic, population density. What is population density? Population density refers to the pattern of number of people spread over the world. Or what is population density? Population density is a pattern for the number of people spread over the world. That means, in other words, we can say the number of people per unit area. Okay, the number of people per unit area is the density. Let's see it. Suppose if this is the area and here 3 people are staying or living, and the same area in other place, area wise, here 9 people are living. Now see, the density of population is more here and density of population is less here. So what is population density? It is the pattern of showing the number of population per unit area. Okay, as you can see in throughout the world in this table, the China has the highest number of population density. Okay, then after followed by India, then USA, Indonesia, Brazil, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Russia, Nigeria and Japan. These are the areas with highest number of density. Is that clear, my dear student? Now let's talk about the areas with moderate population in the world. So the parts of USA, Central America, South America, Africa, Southern Russia, Eastern Europe and Central China have the moderate population density. And lastly, we will come to know about the sparsely populated area. That means very much less dense populated area are equatorial region, polar region and desert region. Why? Because of the harsh climate, human beings does not stay there. They are not inhabited there. So because of the harsh climate of the equatorial region and polar and desert regions, so human being population are less there. The density is less. So hope you understood well. Meet you in next class. Thank you very much, student.